so I don't even know where to start to rebuild my life after this place. Are there resources for cases like this? Is there a way to make him let me keep everything until I am on my own feet? Edit, Monday morning. Wow, I am so overwhelmed to look again this morning and see all the responses. I can't believe how much bigger a deal this is than I realized. I know from an outsider perspective how crazy this must look, but it was just so easy to fall into this thing and hard to get away from. I called 2 law offices today and both were closed, but I did the contact form, so hopefully they will call me back. I also tried the police, but they said it sounds like a civil issue and said I should contact a lawyer also. I told them what you guys said, that he was basically using me as a slave, but they said unless he was physically detaining me against my will that it's nothing they can help with. I'm literally in the middle of the craziest day of my life today. Looking back, I feel like my situation was way over the top, but it took hearing all of you say it and calling it slavery, and then going mad talking to these lawyers for it to really hit home what he has put me through over the PSAT 3 years. I'll write more later, but just want to give a quick update. Bekwase, I am so excited I can hardly focus. Yesterday I googled the top employment law firms in Dallas and sent some emails. I got a call from a lawyer saying he wanted to meet with me first thing in the morning. My mind was racing all night and I didn't get to sleep until after 3 a.m. and I needed to leave by 7. I printed out about 50 pages of emails I have with him over the past 3 years. I never delete anything, and also made notes from some of his voicemails. After about 5 minutes talking to me this morning, he asked if it would be okay for some of the other lawyers he works with to join us, and I spent about 2 hours answering their questions and taking them through everything. The moment this all sank in for me of how big a deal this is was when I saw one of the lawyers tear up a couple times while I was talking. Honestly, it never felt like such a big deal to me before, but now I am seeing it from a whole new light. In the end, they said they will 100% take my case and I won't have to pay them anything up front, and they just need a few days to do some research before we meet again and talk about the details, which is going to happen on Friday. Like a bunch of you said, they told me it's a lot more than just a pay issue, and that there are a lot of parts they need to explore about lost wages, and also criminal charges that he will 100% face, but that they need to talk about the strategy first. They also said since I'm over 18 now that my parents don't need to know anything or be involved in any way. When we were finishing, the main lawyer I was talking to asked what I was doing the rest of the day. I told him I thought I was going to play it cool until we actually sue him, and I would go to work after this. I called in sick this morning and said I would be in after lunch. He said, "Will you excuse us for just a minute?" And they went in another office to talk for a few minutes. When they came back out, they asked me if I want to stop working at this job and get out from under this guy. I said yes, so he said to go home and pack my things, and they are going to make arrangements for me this afternoon. He said I am never going to work there again and should not answer any calls or messages from them ever again.